Isn't really all this a rather irrelevant smokescreen, this talk about cuts and spending between the parties, when we're going to hear from the Institute of Fiscal Studies that was cited by Mr. Balls, and general suggestions are that whoever's in government next time round is going to have, if they're going to cut the deficit by half, is going to have to find cuts of 30 to 40 billion. I'd just like to ask you, in the interest of truth, the FT have done a ready reckoner. They say all of these are necessary if you're to achieve your aim. Which one are you not going to do? 5% cut in public sector pay, freezing benefits for a year, means testing child benefit, abolishing winter fuel payments and free television licenses and free bus passes, cutting prison numbers by a quarter, axing the two planned aircraft carriers, delaying Crossrail for 3 years, halving maintenance, stopping school building, halving spending teaching assistants and NHS dentistry, cutting funding to Scotland and Wales by at least 10%. Which of those, in reality, are you not going to do?
Adam, when I last looked, neither the IFS or the Financial Times was standing in this election. They are. It is up.
I want an answer. Which of those are you not going to do if you get back into government? Because I think people are getting fed up.
If you give us a chance, if you give us a,
you don't want to talk about we're not talking about the issues when you're not.
Adam, you're not standing for election either, I don't think.
No,
so if you'd allow the politicians just to, give an answer.
I want you to answer the question. Which of those are you not going to do in reality if you get back into office?
Adam, at the end of this press conference, I'm going to make sure that a member of the party staff gives you a copy of our manifesto. And set out in our manifesto are the choices and priorities that we are, as a Labour Party, putting to the British people. Nobody is.
Just let me. The deficit over Adam, 4 years. How are you going to do it?
Adam, I'm afraid you're just going to have to wait for the answer. And you are going to have to wait for us to finish the answer. And the answer is this, that of course every party knows that we are going into a period which is going to present a very tough public spending climate. And that means that the choices that we make, the priorities that we choose, the way in which we switch spending from lower priority programs to higher priority ones, those are the bread and butter of this election. Now, what we have done is to set out in our manifesto what we believe are the priorities for our country and for families up and down it. Everyone can see those choices. All the answers to your questions and the issues that you've raised are set out in our manifesto. And I would just have to say this. You know, if the media in this country were to devote just a little bit more time to talking about the policies of the policies and our priorities and our choices, rather than a preoccupation with process and the outcome of the election before a single vote has been cast, then I think everyone will have a better idea of what our choices and priorities are. But on education, Ed, perhaps you could answer.
We had the FT manifesto read out at yesterday's press conference as well, Adam, which you weren't at, and we explained that those are the FT's proposals, not our proposals. Let me just take the area. Let me take the.
Calm down. Calm down.
I did used to work for the FT between 1990 and 94, and I'm now standing for election for the Labour Party in the general election on a very clear manifesto. And I will.
Adam, calm down.
And I will explain. If you don't mind, what we're doing in education.